Welcome members to another weekly update. Please check the other video where we look at the overall market direction. Here's where we look at over my shoulder at some individual trades I've got going on and things I'm looking at. Obviously the first thing is the big Make My Millionaire trade that got opened last week. Let's check in on that, which is to short the yen. And I was doing that by buying the ultra short yen ETF, which you see here is YCS. When the yen goes down, this one goes up double. So here's where I got in around here. And as you can see, it's pushing ahead nicely, doing what I hoped it would. And already a few hundred points there for mum. Let's just play around with this chart a bit though. I want to see what's going on. I did know it was in a downtrend when I opened this, but I thought the weekly chart was showing better than this. And if it wasn't a downtrend before, you could argue that this week it kind of just broke above that, and is pushed out of that. So I think that's encouraging there. If you look at the weekly chart of FXY, which is the yen, and what I was looking at is this. I shorted it here, made money, and then now I think was a better bet because the moving average is now aggressively descending. So when it came up here and hit it and bounced off of it, then that was my opportunity. And that's where I got in, and so far that's looking good. I'm hoping to ride this. I want the FXY to get back down to 81, 82, which for the actual trade, YCS. I think I could get maybe 1,000 points out of this, which would more than. Well, remember with the mum trades, I'm looking to double the bank per trade, and that would certainly cover it at this stage. So 1,000 points is obviously a nice gain. So that's what I'm looking at there. In terms of overall market, obviously that's still going up. No sign of shorting that. Gold, let's check in on gold. I think it tried that hopeful beginning got bashed around this week. There's a lot of confusion right now about inflation or reflation. Trump's going to reflate everything and so on. And so there's just a lot of interest rates. There's just a lot of uncertainty around gold. But longer term, remember this is trading and investing. The case for gold hasn't changed at all. At some point, gold is going to be cornered and will go up. For trading gold, this is when we're looking at now. This is a different story. It's like we're trading anything. You get in, you get out, and so on. But I do commentate on gold because it's one of my ongoing themes. Depends on how you draw this, but gold kind of on the daily chart here. Gold was kind of in an upwards trend. It is very subjective again, but you could argue it's still in it. It broke down a little bit this week, and that was frustrating. If you did get in the trade, you only had a very tight stop loss there, and that's what it's all about. We just want to. If I lose, then I don't lose very much, and if I win, then that's great. Let's look at TTPH. That one was threatening to hit my stop loss in the week, and this is why I only go by the closing price, because look at this. On Friday, the intraday price was down below there, but look where it closed. It pushed back and it closed in there, which I would say is that look, it's just on another step. So that one is still hanging on in there. So I'm happy about that. Let's look at the weekly chart. So if you see on the weekly chart, it had an aggressive move, so it's perfectly justified in leveling off a bit here. And also here, look at the weekly chart here, where we can see the 50% RSI line. It's still comfortably above that, and that's what I look at as kind of like the buy sell. The very simplistic buy sell on the weekly is that 50% line. As you can see here, it would have worked very well for this stock. So it's still comfortably above that, and it's fine. It just needs its moving average to catch up with it a bit, get into an uptrend. What else have we got? Let's look at Caterpillar. So we had this nice shoot up on. First of all, I was in around here, and it pushed higher, and then earnings came out, had a big boost there, and then it's kind of just steadily pulled back. And there's nothing wrong with that. So it's just, that's a breakout and a pullback. I stayed in this one. If you took profits, then you did well. Had not, you made a decent profit there. You could say that this is just, if I'm still in that one, then I just sort of left it, because I think that's perfectly healthy. You can see it here on the weekly chart. Look how much this respects its moving average, and this is just pull. It's just, you see there's a stepping motion going on here. You can see it there and there. And all this has done is just reached out to a new step and just pulling back to the bottom of what was old resistance is now new support. And you can see it clear as day though on that chart. New support now is around like 98, 99. So that will be the stop loss level for me. URRE. This one actually finally did fail to get above the 40-week line. So that one was... That one gets closed out for hardly any loss at all, but you could see all the upside there on that one. Let's see, I think that's what I'm looking at right now. So regarding new trades, I'm happy with the ones I've got open right now, and I don't want to get too overly exposed at this time of year with stocks in the position they're at. But I am I'm looking at the things such as currencies and commodities and things like that. What I really want to happen most of all though is have just some healthy reset so I can get some of my good bounce trades in. But some of the stocks I've been testing with recently, and it's a really good system that I've been looking at, testing over again. It's been producing some brilliant gains, and I hopefully want to share them with you at the seminar this year, and invitations are going out. Should be on Friday, so look out for that. You really don't want to miss this one. Even if you've been to one of the seminars before, it's always new stuff for the big picture, small picture, new systems, and improvements on existing ones. So this year's it's scheduled for the Friday on the 30th, and the 1st and 2nd of Sunday. And as a 99 Club member, you can come and go to the bits you want. But especially don't miss the Sunday. And I'll be in the bar on the Saturday to have a chat with existing members. So hope to see you then, and I will speak to you next week.